Had a little bit of a struggle early on before finally coming to grips with the Czech Republic and winning that game 95-60, albeit there was a delay to the start of the second half. The game had been pretty tight at halftime, and it seemed to kind of knock the Czechs out of their rhythm. But even so, France grinned and bared it and came out and played well. Andrew Albissi playing tonight in the French team. He took the first game off, rather. He wasn't on the team for that one, so he is back with this. And Teo Maledon will not be in the lineup tonight. Halilovic comes out for Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as Josip Nurkic, who is the big man, obviously the NBA star in that team, and they'll be looking for him to come out and produce and have a great game tonight. Bosnia and Herzegovina, you could see they had the 3 wins, so that was a tough loss. They're trying to get up into the top 3. Of course, that was only the start of the second round, but because results have carried over from the first round, they're one of the teams on the back foot and with a lot of work to do if they're going to make it to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be played in Indonesia, in Japan, and in the Philippines. So Bosnia and Herzegovina, looks like they're fired up with their fans tonight and excited to go. We're excited to bring you the action. And we're now going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems. Always great to hear those national anthems and to see the passion here in Sarajevo, what they have for their national team. So the coaches and players shaking hands before the game. And we do fully expect this one to be a good one. Referees, Manuel Mazzoni is the crew chief in the middle. Ilias Kunelis from Cyprus on the right. And Wojciech Liszka from Poland on the left. So France, when they get it going, they are very difficult to stop. And Collet electing to go with Albisi tonight. And he does have a selection headache, doesn't he? I mean, to leave a player like Théo Maledon out and to go with Albisi. But if anybody knows how to pick his roster, pick his team, it is Vincent Collet. So it's going to be Timothée Luwawu-Cabarrot, Thomas Hertel, Gershon Yabusele, Evan Fournier, and Rudy Gobert in the starting five. Ilya Kobo, Amat N'Baye, Man Jete, Vincent Poirier, Andrew Albisi, Terry Tarpier, and Isia Cordinier coming off the bench for France. And there he is. Vincent Collet. He's been in charge of this national team for some time. Led him to Eurobasket 2009 and has never looked back. Has led him to the Olympics, led him to FIBA Basketball World Cups, numerous FIBA Eurobaskets, all through the European Qualifiers campaigns. It's all happening for him and this France team. They just keep getting better and better. And for anybody that worried if maybe once they moved on into a new generation and said goodbye to Tony Parker and Ferland Pietrus and all of those established national team players, well, Boris Dio, they have just kept on coming. So Yusuf Nurkic, John Robertson, Miralem Halilovic, Janan Musa, and Alexander Lazic in the starting five. Aiden Adic coming off the bench along with Amar Gegic, Kaminas, Kampara, Penava, Sulemanovic, and Vrabac. For Coach Bakir. And again, where there's hope, there's life. And even though they're on the back foot, Coach Bakir knows, Aziz Bakir, that it's still there for them. You know, the cards could still fall for Bosnia and Herzegovina if they could get a win at home, protect that home court, and maybe get some wins on the road. But it is going to be tough. Only 3 spots available, and it is not easy to make it to the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup. 12 spots for Europe and 4 groups right now of 6 teams trying to make it. Of course, the 6 teams in the second round. Some of the other teams have already been eliminated. But if it was easy to make it to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, then, well, it wouldn't really be that big of a tournament, would it? You gotta work to get there, and that's the beauty of all of this, is that it's a qualifiers campaign with these national teams meeting during the windows and squad depth, and Manuel Mazzoni with his necklace making sure that's in place. It's all about consistency, squad depth, understanding how you want to play, protecting the home court, and getting the fans behind you. And you can say for both of these national teams, they have absolutely thrived with the crowds during the qualifiers. They have been great examples of how this system of competition has really benefited their national team programs. Well, good evening, everybody, from Sarajevo. This is the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and it's the battle between Bosnia and Herzegovina, the home team, and visiting France. Bosnia and Herzegovina winning the opening tip. They're going to go to Nurkic early, and look at that, the soft touch. And it's that easy. Well, he's an elite player, and he plays against the best. And look at Janan Musa getting out, and it's early on. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina They thrive on the emotion, and we're seeing the emotion here early. France, of course, it was a different team that lost to Montenegro, but nevertheless they did lose in the last window, and they know that coming to the Balkans, whether you're in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, I mean, it is a tough ask to win games. Well, that time just a senseless turnover. Robertson's pass to Gagic, uncollected. Ooh, and Nurkic reaches in and then falls back, and he has been cut in the eye. I thought he was kind of flopping, but clearly he caught an elbow or something from Gobert. Watch. Ooh, I just wonder if the referees could look at that. You can't blame him for reaching in and trying to knock the ball away. But the thing is, they've actually called the foul on Nurkic, so they are going to go and look at it. Let's see what comes of this. And the evidence is indisputable in terms of the blood. There was definitely contact. This is what the referees are looking at. So Nurkic, he was not flopping, that's for sure. Talk about a guy that averages a double-double in the NBA. He's okay. Let's see what they do in terms of points and rebounds, double-doubles. Okay, so they have called the unsportsmanlike as well. I mean, it's pretty indisputable, Rudy. Watch this. I don't know that that was his intent to connect like that, but he definitely caught him, and the blood is there. So they've also called the unsportsmanlike. So it's 2 free throws and possession. But Nurkic still gets the foul. And it's unfortunate for Bosnia and Herzegovina that Nurkic isn't out there shooting his free throws. So instead, Kamenjas goes out and makes 1 of 2 as Nurkic waits to go back into the game. So Johnny Musa gets it over. Kamenjas spins into the paint, puts it up. Rebound. Gagic could hold on to it. Or Lazic, excuse me, not Gagic. Alexander Lazic. And now Fournier with Bosnia and Herzegovina leading by 4. Toma Hurtel. Yabusele. Has it knocked out of his hands. And he goes in and cool as you like. Banks it in. You got France scoring the other night against the Czech Republic. There's Janan Musa, who misses with the drive, and it's one shot and out. Halilovic not able to get the rebound. But now it's Luau Cabarro that turns it over. And now the bounce pass to Musa, and with Rudy Gobert, the shot blocker there, he doesn't challenge him. Oh boy, nice play by Lazic. He took it right to the rim. Gobert didn't go up and challenge. Thomas Hurtel gets it to Luau Cabarro. And look at that, the defense from Janan Musa. And he goes in for the dunk. And Bosnia and Herzegovina have come ready to play. Win or lose, they're going to enjoy this. And who knows, they might get the surprise of the day. Although I don't know if it would be a surprise if they win at home. They have such great fans here. Fournier. Now Janan Musa. Robertson. Lazic. And Gobert collects the rebound. Fournier into the paint. And the ball goes off the hands of Luau Cabarro. So Nurkic comes back into the game. Shows his handles, bringing it across midcourt. Portland center. He's played Gobert many times. Robertson for three. Robertson takes it up to an 11-2 lead, left wide open. You better believe he's going to take that shot. Well, Bosnia and Herzegovina have been itching to get back on the court since their defeat the other night. And now that they are, they're making the most of it. Timeout France. Let's go down to the bench.
Et après, la balle intérieure, elle continue à bouger. Regardez le gros. Si on bouge la balle, tous les démarquages, il faut les faire à fond. Et après, pouvoir jouer face au panier. Comment ils vous rentrent dans les appuis. Jusqu'à la faute offensive tout à l'heure. OK? Allez. Allez, les gars, allez.
Well, everybody knows how good France are, how much talent they have in their team, and that includes Bosnia and Herzegovina. They know. They see these guys on TV. They've competed against them, some of them in the NBA. They've seen them make it to the Olympic final. They've seen them knock out the USA in the quarterfinals at the last FIBA Basketball World Cup, and to get to the podium. They want to get a signature win in this European qualifiers campaign, and getting one here against France, boy, that would be something to celebrate for them. It would also put them right in the hunt for a spot in the World Cup. Thomas Hurtel comes out, misses, and Nurkic gives it to Robertson, remember, who just hit the three. So Hurtel guarding him closely. Halilovic goes up, soft touch, scores over Yabusele. And these guys look like they could take on the best in the world tonight. They are not going to run away from the challenge. They are embracing it. Wojciech Liszka having some words with Nurkic. And that was the foul that was called on Janan Musa, guarding Luau Cabarro. Yabusele, you have to guard him as well. He will hit the three. Oh, they find Luau Cabarro open. Cabarro open, wide open. Roberson drifts in, makes it. A lot of reaching there by France, but nobody getting in front of him, and he goes right to the basket. Luau Cabarro to Yabusele. And again, Bosnia not giving away any open threes. They just did right there, and they do not pay the price. Fournier really struggled with his shot the other night against the Czech Republic. Here's Nurkic for three. And that was off the back of the iron, but look at that. Halilovic gets it back and puts it up and in. Goodness me. Nobody wants to play Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight. They look like a team possessed. They are giving themselves a great platform to build on here, but France answer at the other end. That was Ertel driving in for the layup. Roberson, meanwhile, answers with another three. Goodness me. Bosnia and Herzegovina with 20 points already, and the game is just 5.5 minutes old. Some substitutions coming in for France. Ertel misses. Nurkic with the rebound. And Roberson fouled by Tomai Ertel, and he's going to come out. No, Roberson has been absolutely outstanding. But everybody has been, and let's see how Ilya Kobo and Andrew Albasi respond to the challenge. New backcourt for France. Also, Isaiah Cordinier comes in, the high-flying number 30. And it goes, and the miss from Gegic, who's checked in. Now Albasi, his pass intercepted. Quickly it goes, and look out, Musa! And he hangs on the rim for good measure. Let's hope Rudy doesn't do it tonight. We don't need any delays. Look at that, Musa. You know where the camera was. 16-point advantage for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Gobert misses from about 2 meters. Musa. It's different when you're playing on the road. France know that. They had a lot of French flags waving, a big celebration just a few nights ago when they were playing Czech Republic, and it was an incredible atmosphere for them. But here they are in hostile territory, and you can see this Bosnia-Herzegovina team is thriving on the support they're getting in Sarajevo. So Gegic going to inbound the basketball to Nurkic, and Poirier comes in to guard him and doesn't have any success. Nurkic just goes right at him. This is an astonishing start by Bosnia-Herzegovina. 24-6. Albasi, key part of the French team in recent seasons, recent summers. Gets it over to Yabusele, and that'll calm the French down. Aiden Adic has come into the game. He's got the basketball, and he throws it off of Cordinier. Goes and checks on him. Oh. That's why he went to check on him. He hit him where it hurts. I'm sure he meant to do that, but definitely meant to throw it off of him. Nurkic, not a good idea to dribble the ball like that around Albasi, who is appealing for an unsportsmanlike. sure if Nurkic was aware that Albasi was there, and indeed they have called an unsportsmanlike on Gegic. So Albasi with a big play here comes up with a steal, and now we'll go to the line, and France will keep possession. It could be a 4 or 5 point trip down the floor for Le Bleu. Albasi is such a key man, really, when you look back at the last European qualifiers for the World Cup. Really kind of emerged, played all the games, made the World Cup squad, had an important role for France. Came in and made some plays against the USA. Also helped them is they got to the podium, winning that 3rd place game against Australia. So very big sequence here if France can score as well as get those free throws. Ilya Kobo, what an exciting talent he is. He played well the other night. Here he is again, getting it down low. And France are going to turn it over. Called traveling on Kobo. Gegic over to Musa. Janan Musa tripped up by Cordinier. You see a Cordinier sends Musa flying down the floor. Look at this. I think Musa kind of exaggerated the fall, to be honest. Great test for Cordinier to show that he belongs. He clearly does if Collet is playing him this early in the game. He really likes what he brings, his skill set, his athleticism especially. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good steal by Poirier. Poor ball handling there by Adic. And then Kobo loses control of it, goes the other way, and driving in the follow. What a block from Cordinier. Flies in from behind. And then Adic reaches in from behind and fouls Poirier. They had one to give. Although I don't understand why he's making that reach and that foul. Long way from the basket. He's not going to hurt you. Nurkic comes back into the game. Amat Nbai comes in for his first appearance, replaces Yabusele. Again, one of the grinded out, hard-working players for France coming in. Another member of their successful European qualifiers campaign last time and played at the World Cup. Amat Nbai. Kobo misses the jumper. Gegic calls the play. Francis guards doing a good job getting pressure out on the perimeter now. And a little bit maybe trying to do too much there. Over it goes, and Amat Nbai right off the bench. Cordinier goes up for the rebound and doesn't come down with it. It's instead Nurkic. Musa goes up. Nurkic there for the putback. Boy, it helps having a world-class center out there, doesn't it, for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Cordinier, and they call the bump. It's a little late whistle, but it's the right call. That was Cordinier, and you can, well. So the foul was, oh, they've called a technical foul as well on the Bosnia and Herzegovina coach. Wasn't too enamored with that, and I think it was because it was just a slight bit late. And Nurkic is getting an explanation. He wants the crowd to stay in this because he knows how crucial that is for the team. And there's going to be a timeout called by Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Igramo naš pecu, Juka ovde si, Miki ovako, Muki ovde i Ata ovde. Ata fake na četvorku, Muki vamo, dodajemo loptu i spuštamo. Miki se krije unutra, imaju 4 faula. Ja sam pokušao da napravim pritisak, da vidimo da nam izvučemo samo. A vidi ovo, Muki, ovaj jojo što radi, odmah vamo, što radimo na treningu, pass back, screen or shoot. Jel dogovoreno? Ako bude vamo, vi ste po 45, Ata. Ata ovde, Amar ovde i ovo ovde. Evo popuštaj, amo igra.
Again, here is the call. Well, I think he was almost asking for that. I mean, I thought the referee was showing about as much patience, just telling him you can't come, you can only come off so far. And he tells him to go back, and he continues to go at him. So I don't really understand that move by the coach, because he's got a big lead. So now he can't afford to get another technical, or he'll get an early shower. And now Cordinier will get a couple of free throws. So the front line guys on the bench for France having struggled, and it's the guys coming off the bench that have done a good job helping them kind of stem the tide a little bit. Ooh, Nurkic has to be careful. He makes the shot. He's going to the line for a three-point play, possibly. Wow, what a finish. This is big time. It's almost as if he just kind of flattened Poirier. He looks at the ref and says, hey, what did I do? Poor Poirier asking for an explanation, and the referee just kind of laughs and says, hey, come on. So he's going to go have a word with Mazzoni, who then, I think, wisely kind of walks away. Nurkic misses, but he gets it back. And Nurkic then loses it out of bounds. I mean, you could say maybe he's trying to do too much there, but on the other hand, that's part of his game. Needs to feel that freedom. And look who it was. It was actually Albasi. Every time he puts the ball on the deck, Albasi is the first one to get his hands in there and knock it away. For so long, really couldn't get in the France team. It was just stocked, loaded with talent. But now Albasi is in there and playing important minutes. Oh, the ball almost got away from Cordinier. Albasi steps back, gets it over to Cordinier for three. Ah, boy. Adic doesn't rebound the miss, so Kobo gets it. And the last shot of the quarter should belong to France, who trail by 14 points. Kobo, shot clock or game clock winding down. He gets in, he puts it up, and that's how it finishes. He tried to get something going to the rim. Collet saying he was pushed. Referee says no, he wasn't. So that's how it finishes. 28-14 at the end of one. Bosnia and Herzegovina on top of France. Well, look at the numbers. 2 more threes for Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's been a great first quarter for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They started strong. They needed to. And because of that, they're up by 14 points. But a long way to go. Haven't seen the best from France yet. They play on so much emotion, but how much, can you play with an adrenaline rush for 40 minutes if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina? Download the Courtside 1891 app. All you have to do is scan in the barcode and you've got it in your smartphone. So scan in that barcode right there and you get all the video streams, schedules, and scores for the European qualifiers, all the qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Fantastic app to have. So France start with possession here at the beginning of the second quarter. Kobo whips it over to Amat Inbay. And good hands, Halilovic keeping the hands up on defense. Albisi inbounds the basketball to a Kobo. Poirier in the paint, gets it to Inbay, and he's fouled as he goes up. Good patience by France. What an incredible window it's been in terms of like all of the players that have come out. The stars have definitely come out to play for the national teams in this window, in this game. But for these two teams, for all the teams, it's been a spectacular window. Just goes to show you how special this can be and how much the fans want to see it as well. They are lapping it up. 11 points the difference now, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Janin Musa hands it off. Oh, and the dunk from Halilovic. And I'm not sure if that was a little trash talk from him. That might not be a good idea. Could be that he was just kind of shouting at the crowd to get him fired up. Kobo. And Halilovic looks like he might go out. Oh, he's going to stay in. Oh, he got hit in the head. Don't show up at one of these games and think that you're not going to get the occasional slap or nudge or, a little bit of excessive contact. It will happen. Thierry Tarpe, who was so impressive defensively the other night for France, has checked into the game, number 22. Fournier back in, he's got the ball. He gets it over to Amat Inbay, and Inbay misses from the wing. Adic has to be careful with Tarpe. He'll pick him. Now Inbay as well, and much more pressure being offered by France. Oh, look at that. Halilovic goes up. Great D from Fournier to take it away. Now he brings it up the floor, and he's fouled by Robertson. If Fournier gets it going, this is a different game, and that is the player that you don't want to find his rhythm if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina. So Fournier makes the first. Well, he makes one of two, and Nurkic with another rebound. Nurkic bounce pass. Look at him run the floor. Oh, is he okay? Kamenyas crashed to the floor. Great hustle from Kenan Kamenyas. And that wasn't anything to do with Ahmad Mbaye. That's just the speed of the play and not his inability to hold on to the rim. But it can be a dangerous situation going up for those, and hopefully he's not suffered a serious injury. That's not a, it's just an unfortunate fall. They're going to look at it, but there's no way they're going to see anything on that one from the replay that we just looked at. So here it is again. Great bounce pass by Nurkic. I mean, it becomes dangerous if you take the feet away from the player, and the problem there was that Kamenyas wasn't able to hold on to the rim to break his fall. So it's unfortunate, but good defense by Mbaye, in all honesty. He didn't do anything wrong. But they have called a foul on him, so it'll just be a normal foul. It looks like he's a little unlucky to get that, to be honest. So Emir Sulemanovic checks into the game as Kamenyas can't continue to go. He has to exit, get some treatment. Hopefully that won't be the last of him tonight. They need him for that very reason that we just saw, his quickness, his pace, his strength. And Sulemanovic checks into the game and makes the shot. Won the Basketball Champions League this past season with the with Lenovo Tenerife. So Bosnia and Herzegovina still up now by 15 points. Gobert back in the game, rolling. Fournier. Fournier can't get the drop. Nurkic rebounds, looks up the floor. Aiden Adic gets it back to Nurkic, and Mbaye picks up his second foul. Watch Mbaye here. Yeah, he was moving. Tomar Hurtel back in the game as well. This Bosnia and Herzegovina team is looking formidable. France went on a little run. Bosnia and Herzegovina with a chance to push that lead back up, although Nurkic has missed another free throw. He's got that little eye issue there because right at the beginning of the game, he called in kind of the arm of Gobert, a flailing arm of Gobert, after he reached in to try to knock the ball away. And they called an unsportsmanlike foul on Gobert. As a result, Nurkic misses both. Fournier back out to Hurtel. Shot clock winding down, and he gets it to Mbaye. And by fouled by Sulemanovic. No, fouled by Nurkic, excuse me. So Nurkic is going to sit down after picking up his second foul. And we'll see, especially with Kaminas out of the game, how Bosnia and Herzegovina function without their superstar. Ooh, Mbai misses the first. And takes his time. He gets the second to drop. Gagic hands it off to Adic. Into the corner it goes, and three-pointers not there for Sulemanovic. But then the pass turned over to Halilovic. Back to Sulemanovic, who looked a little reluctant to put it up, with perhaps quite wisely with Gobert right in front of him. Lazic. Sulemanovic, another rebound. Suddenly Bosnia looked a little out of sync offensively without Nurkic. And now the ball fumbled away into the hands of Fournier. Tarpe finds Gobert, and he's fouled by Sulemanovic. Ooh. You can see why Gobert gave him a little bit of a stare before exchanging hands with him, because that was a hard foul. Yabusele back in the game. There's a 14-point difference at the end of the first quarter. It remains 14 points. And really, Kaminas, so this is good. He's coming back after that nasty fall. He'll probably still feel it when he gets out of bed in the morning. But as long as he starts to play now, loosens it up a little bit, he should be okay. Rivera takes his time, makes the first. People will always remember that blocked shot that he had of Pau Gasol at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014 in Madrid. It was kind of like, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert to the world. And since that point, his career has just really taken off, as everybody knows. NBA stardom, France national team stardom. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet for France, though. Oh, boy. Turning it over cheaply, and here goes Tarpe. Oh, look at him get, oh, and then he falls hard to the ground, but he's going to get up. Must be something about hanging onto these rims. He took off. Ooh. Maybe it's the fingers are a bit sweaty and not able to hold on to the rim. So Tarpe goes over to the bench, and so does everybody else. Timeout.
Koga čuva Gobert? Znači ti si ovdje, Miki. Četvorka je ovdje, Kec ovdje, imamo Lazu na pasu i kako se zove Ata je ovdje. Hop, počeš se od Mikija, napadnite odmah ako možete. Ako ništa to ne bude, uzimaš loptu ovdje i idemo igru. Jel dogovorim? Ajmo. Ajmo.
France, 7 more points from the bench tonight. And they've pulled to within 10 points. So how is this Bosnia and Herzegovina team respond? Are they going to go back up by several more points, or are we going to see a French comeback? Aiden Adic coming out, missing from three-point range, and Yabusele brings it up the floor and scores with the left hand. Boy, that was impressive from Yabusele. Big, strong Yabusele pulls France to within 8. Right idea, but Yabusele read the pass, stole it. Here comes France again, quickly up the floor, and and Massoni says it went off of Fournier. Watch again. Turnover battle pretty even. France with one more. And somebody needs to step up here for Bosnia. Will it be Janin Musa? No, it will not. Terry Tarpe now for France. I love the role that he plays in this team. Look at this. He just takes it all the way. The unsung hero. Look at him. All he did in the last game was block shots and come up with steals. Didn't even attempt a shot. Now he's providing some offense, and France have pulled to within 6 points. Roberson. Another miss. That by Halilovic. And again, France. You couldn't blame Tarpe if you put it up, but instead it's going to be Yabusele, and he does, and now it's a three-point game impressively. France closed the gap. Man, he can play. He needs to tuck in that jersey. Roberson from a long way out, and that was short, and that huge lead from Bosnia and Herzegovina is evaporating. Fournier on the break, and it rattles out. Tarpe tried to get the foul to stop the break, and it doesn't matter. He's lucky he didn't, because they've got the ball back. Yabusele, his pass intercepted. He was trying to get it, and look at that. Fournier sneaks in, takes the pass, puts it up. It's good. The French have tied it. They've outscored Bosnia and Herzegovina 16-5 in the second quarter. Still 3.5 minutes to go before halftime. Janin Musa from downtown, and he gets it right back. Gobert, and his pass intended for Yabusele, but it goes out of bounds, and Cole says, calm down. Well, that was a massively important three-pointer that was made by Musa, who wanted a foul called as well. Just kind of stopped the rot, and now the home team has been able to put Nurkic back in the game. Remember, he's got 2 fouls. And they've got the basketball again after the turnover by Rudy Gobert. And Wojciech Lischka calling a foul on Rudy Gobert, getting into it with Nurkic. Or is it Yabusele? Or no, they've called it on Janin Musa. Indeed, offensive foul on Janin Musa. So Yabusele fouled and gets the ball right back for France. Fournier to Gobert. You're not going to stop that. And Rudy Gobert pulls France to within 1. And the foul called on Terry Tarpe. This time, France's 3rd in the quarter. Wow, I've said it before. What a nice addition to the France team. Sing Tarpe. Somebody that understands his role in this team. Might have grabbed the jersey of Kamenias there, gotten away with one. Roberson gets in the paint. Oh, he gets rejected. Great play, Yabusele, but then it ends up with Musa, who was in the right place at the right time. And Bosnia and Herzegovina go back up by 3 points. Jana Musa now with 7 points. Fournier from deep. Just like that, we're tied again. And he has got his range now. He is on target. Nurkic takes it all the way. And no, he traveled. So traveling on Nurkic. It looked like the ball was knocked out of his hands when he got it back. That's what he's arguing. Might be right. Here's France. They could take the lead, and they do not. Long rebound for Aiden Adic. And back to Musa with less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Janan Musa takes it deep. Tarpe not going to give away a 3. Then Musa has it knocked out of his hands. France hustle down the floor. Thomas Hurtel for 3. Good! The French have reclaimed the lead. They trailed by 18 points and have battled back to go in front. And that was a 2. And it's behind the back pass to Nurkic. This place is quiet now with France having stormed all the way back. All that star power. Playing much smarter, getting a lot of inspiration from Yabusele, from Tarpe. Fournier as well. And now the long shot from Aiden Adic off target. And a minute remaining. And boy, Thomas Hurtel, another 2 for him. And the lead is 4. And France have definitely found their rhythm now on offense, and they've got their confidence. And the basketball thrown out of bounds and goes back over to France. Bosnia and Herzegovina kind of unraveling here in the final couple of minutes. And Gobert, and the 3rd foul of the half called on Nurkic. And that's the issue. You've got to be smarter there if you're Nurkic, but also maybe coach, if he could do it all over again, would have taken him out before that, before he could commit the 3rd foul. So what could go wrong has gone wrong for Bosnia and Herzegovina here. But you got to tip your hat to France. They have definitely turned it up a notch in the 2nd quarter. Gobert now up with a 5-point lead. And you can hear a pin drop in here right now. So quiet. 6 points the advantage. Musa thought about challenging Gobert, who then goes out to guard him. And Jana Musa wisely passes it out. Aiden Adic Hasn't been able to get anything going today. And now Hurtel reaches in again, comes up with a steal, goes in, passes it back, and Yabusele, oh, he misses a dunk. But look who's there for the follow. It's Tarpe, the follow dunk. And they've got to get it off quickly. Musa, and boy, what a disastrous finish for Bosnia and Herzegovina to the first half. Yabusele laughing now. He's lucky Tarpe was there to clean it up, but France lead it 46-38 over Bosnia and Herzegovina at halftime. (12 of 14 at the line for France. They've been able to get to the line and make their free throws. That is the difference right now. And otherwise, pretty even all the way around, although France do have 11 turnovers. Yabusele with 10, 7 for Fournier, 6 for Thomas Hurtel, and 2 players with 9 points for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Well, it started well enough for Bosnia and Herzegovina. I mean, they came out like a house on fire. And they went in front by as many as 18 points. And it looked like this was going to be their day. But basketball is a funny game. It's a 40-minute game. And really all that France needed were, I'd say, probably the last 5 or 6 minutes of that first half to really turn this game on its head and to take a 46-38 lead. Here, you just never would have believed at this moment that Bosnia and Herzegovina would be trailing by 8 points at the break. They had everything going for them, but Yabusele's come out and he's made some plays. Fournier started hitting his three-pointers. Albisi came out and did well defensively. Tarpe came in and made his usual difference on defense as well, but also brought some O. And all the way around, this France team just started to gel. And you wonder now for Bosnia and Herzegovina, they played with so much emotion early on. And they were riding that wave of emotion for a good, I'd say, 11, 12 minutes. But that was actually a play that kind of took the wind out of their sails right here. And it was unfortunate. It's interesting that though France have more turnovers, they've scored more points off the Bosnia and Herzegovina turnovers. They've got 18 points off of the 15. Excuse me, no, Bosnia and Herzegovina do have more turnovers. They've got 15 turnovers, and France have scored 18 points off those turnovers. And Bosnia and Herzegovina scored 10 points off of the 12 France turnovers. Yabusele leading the way at halftime here in Sarajevo. France on top, 46-38 at the break.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation? Representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
And he has 7 points on the night. So nice action out of a timeout, but goodness me. Bako, number 19.
to pour forward, to twist, to turn, to wait, to pick their moments, to pounce on the perimeter. And the big house in Belgrade booms at the buzzer.
We're not going to give Cedi Osman and Korkmaz and Schengen when he comes in much time. Oh my goodness! Porzingis unconscious from behind the arc.
.29-30, midway point of the second. Lauri Markkanen taking off again.
And what a block by Baku.
Eight-second differential. Game clock, shot clock. Doncic drills it. Wow. He's just breathtakingly good, isn't he?
Greece looking to make it a one-possession game. Dorsey, get out of here! But it's the former MVP who comes down the floor and brings the thunder. The Greek freak on a streak.
Porzingis way downtown, just short, but good rebound. No good, pulls loose. Porzingis comes in and skies for the rebound and throws it down, and that gets the crowd and everybody off their feet.
Gets those nerves jangling in this humongous Serbian crowd again. Superstar versus superstar. Superstar shot. And Belgrade believes. Jokic over Giannis.
Oh, Gershon Yabusele has found his shooting range yet again and leads France at halftime in scoring with 10 points. Hit a couple three-pointers. Also 2 or 3 inside the arc as France lead it 46-38. We've seen his three-point shooting. We've seen his ball handling. For Bosnia and Herzegovina, the player that we're going to highlight is Janan Musa. Getting ahead on the break and scoring on that dunk. Also, Yusuf Nurkic has 9 points. And here was Musa at the right place at the right time. So even though it's only an 8-point lead right now, it's mentally troubling for Bosnia and Herzegovina and their fans because they led by 18 points. So they're going to have to summon something special play better defense than they showed in that second quarter, and get out and try to cause some problems for France. France scored 32 points in that second quarter to turn around an 18-point deficit and lead 46-38 at halftime. Nadic has not scored. One of Bosnia's, I would think, would be one of their better players. Often he's done nothing really. He's got turned it over 3 times, just 3 rebounds. He's -2 efficiency. Also, Amar Gegic, he's had some big games for Bosnia and Herzegovina in recent times. He's -1 efficiency, hasn't scored. France fans will have enjoyed seeing Evan Fournier find his range. Just a few shots, but he's hit a couple of threes. He's got 3 steals as well. That's important, as well as 3 assists to go with his 7 points. And Rudy Gobert with 6 rebounds and a couple of steals to go with his 6 points, although he has turned it over 4 times. So just like France trailed by 18 points, Bosnia and Herzegovina down 8, and they have to continue to fight knowing they're down. They've still got 20 minutes to go. It's a 40-minute game and still plenty of time to turn this thing around. Also in action today, we've had Netherlands falling at home to Spain, 86-64. So Spain winning twice in this window without Sergio Llull, who's been injured and has been lost for the FIBA Eurobasket. Lithuania winning over Montenegro, 90-73. Tomas Sabonis with 15 points and 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Hungary digging in and getting a late win over Czech Republic, 82-79. The Czechs having to play without Tomas Satoransky, and I believe they were still without Vit Krejci as well as Jaromir Bohacic. So yeah, Bohacic still not available, and Andres Balvin did have 15, and Wojciech Ruban had 26. Showed great leadership in this window for the Czechs. Ruban had 2 really good games, and they suffered defeat. He was 9 of 16 from the floor, hit 4 3-pointers, but the Czechs bid to get back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Took another blow with that defeat. So right now, Italy up on Georgia 31-30. Georgia without Tornike Shengelia as well. He got injured, not able to play at the FIBA Eurobasket, which is a real shame. And Iceland will be taking on Ukraine later tonight. That'll be at home, and then tomorrow a lot of action as well. So folks, if you want to know when all these games are, all you need is to download the app of the FIBA Basketball World Cup Qualifiers. Just scan in that barcode and you'll get the app. You'll get all of the scheduling, the results, you name it, links to features, videos. Fantastic to have. So the place really has gotten quiet following this big comeback by France. They were down 18 points. I mean, it's just incredible how quickly things can change for a national team. But it just goes to show, again, you just got to keep digging in and playing with that shot clock. Obviously, nobody's going to be able to sit back and rest on the lead. You got to keep playing. Well, welcome back, folks. If you're just joining us for the second half, France have trailed by 18 points. They've come back to lead it now 46-38. And Bosnia and Herzegovina starting with possession here at the beginning of the third quarter, attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Lazic gets tied up by Fournier. Oh, and they've called a foul on Fournier. Fournier thought he had tied him up and it was going to be a jump ball. So Lazic goes to the line. Bosnia and Herzegovina will take any type of break they can get right now, and everything is not going their way. Lazic missing with the free throw. The brain trust over there talking about how they want to approach things. So at least he makes one. It's a 7-point deficit, but now this is even more important for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They've got to get stops. Stops and rebounds. Rudy Gobert going at, oh, look at that. Beautiful play. Wawawu Cabarro, Jean and Moose had lost number 3, and he just went in for the layup. Nurkic, he's got the 3 fouls. He decides to put up the 3. Lazic gets in there, but Yabusele comes away with the rebound. Tomar Hurtel now brings it across midcourt. Bounce pass, Fournier open for 3. Count it! Oh, France have got the wind in their sails right now, and they are definitely looking like one of the best teams in the world. Make no mistake about it. Roberson. Let's see if that sparks Bosnia-Herzegovina. 3-pointer. Luau Cabarro falls down, and the ball, here comes Bosnia-Herzegovina, and that's what you can't do against this team, is turn the basketball over, especially unforced turnovers. That's when they will really beat you. Into the corner it goes. Lazic for 3! And suddenly a little bit of life for the team in blue and yellow. Fournier fumbles it, gets it back, fades, misses. And then Nurkic fouled by Fournier. It was just that little fumble. And Nurkic, right when there was contact, went down to make sure he got the foul called. 3 fouls on Fournier. Coach Bakir offering some instructions to Roberson. speaking English, no doubt. So I'm guessing Ertel was able to understand. Roberson. Cresbit tries to get away from Luau Cabarro. And the ball batted out. Ertel has it. Let's get pass over to Luau Cabarro. And he misses. And now it's Bosnia and Herzegovina's time. And Jana Musa finds his way in and lays it up and in. And Bosnia and Herzegovina are back in business. Trailing by 4. Nurkic, he's got the 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Ertel over to Yabusele. He gets it to Fournier, who again doesn't catch it cleanly, and he has it taken away. Here comes Halilovic. He goes in for the dunk, and it's a 2-point game. And Fournier looks at the ref and says, I got hit. Watch this. Two-handed jam. He got a lot of ball there. He might have gotten him a little bit, and I guess Fournier feeling like, hey, I didn't get the rub of the green at the other end. So timeout has been called by Collet. Well, at least the comeback has livened up the arena here in Sarajevo. The fans once again thinking about the possibilities, because it was grim viewing there for a while for the Bosnia and Herzegovina fans. Their supporters. Roberson hit the 3-pointer that appeared to kind of trigger the comeback. France haven't really, a couple times they fumbled the basketball. Luau Cabarro turned it over, and that was Roberson reaching in and committing the foul. Margegic needs to come in and contribute. Roberson goes out. That's a hug with some coaching to go along with it. Pass back to Yabusele. And this time not able to drill it. And here comes Bosnia and Herzegovina. They can tie it if he makes. Oh, he gets blocked by Yabusele. What a terrific play on defense. Three-point shot, Luau Cabarro. And again, France have gone cold now here in the third quarter. Bounce pass, tie game! Margegic. The host outscoring France 13-5 in this quarter. Gobert finds his way in, misses with the left hand, sticks with it. Nurkic comes down with the basketball. Wow, how things change. You just did not expect it the way this game was going once France got their noses in front. But Bosnia and Herzegovina have battled back, and they can take the lead. Spinning, hooping, scooping, and it's good. Kenan Kamenyas. And Bakir liking what he's seeing right now. His team thrives on the emotion. It's just like one good play has turned them around. It's really sparked them. Ertel for three. Feels like Collet is going to have to make a change or two once again. And he's going to get Tarpe and Albisi back in the game, I think. Definitely Albisi. Nurkic. Fournier. Oh, great hustle, trying to save it. And Kamenias is going to go and help up his teammate. That's the type of hustle that's contagious from Dzanan Musa. When his teammates see him doing it, they know they've got to do it. Ilya Kobo is checked into the game, as well as Albisi. An offensive foul called on Albisi, swinging an elbow and catching Gegic, it appears. Watch. They're just flailing his. Well, they could go look at it if they think he's committed. Oh no, that's not an elbow. He was just kind of reaching as Gegic reached in and made contact. Frustrating sequence for Albisi because he probably got hit by Gegic when he was reaching for the basketball. Gegic has finally come to play, though. Here he goes again. And lucky not to turn it over there. Oh, he gets swatted by Tarpe. And then Albisi fouled out of bounds by Halilovic. Well, Tarpe is just becoming a defensive stopper. Look at that. Doesn't matter who he's guarding. Get it out of here. That's the swat of the game. I think it would be coming from Rudy. But there he is, the defensive whiz. Raising eyebrows in the European qualifiers, Terry Tarpe. Albisi has the pass batted out of bounds by Lazic. So important to keep those hands up on defense. Well, this is what these guys, this is why they love playing basketball in these types of situations, whether it's Bosnia and Herzegovina or France. Who wouldn't want to be playing in this environment? It is loud. It is intense. Ilya Kobo now. See how he deals. Oh, it goes off 1 foot and doesn't get it. Yabusele followed, couldn't get it in. Yabusele is just so tough. Almost unlucky not to get that. Gegic picks up his dribble, able to get rid of it over to Kamenias. Now the dump, and obviously called for a hold on Gegic. And, well, not even a hold. And Albisi, I have to be honest, I mean, Gegic has done a great job selling these fouls in live action. Albisi has been on the receiving end of a couple of 50-50 calls that almost unfortunate. Adin Vrabas has checked into the game for the first time tonight. So good work from Lazic. He's going to go out, catch his breath. There's Gegic again. Oh, and this is for the third time. For the third time, Albisi is having absolutely no luck with Gegic. Watch this. Oh, yeah, he did kind of swipe down with his left arm that time. So I think that's probably what Mazzoni wanted. Watch his left arm, Albisi. Right there. So a frustrating sequence for number 21. I think he definitely kind of got a couple of rough calls there before that, but I can see Mazzoni making that call. So Dzanan Musa goes back to the free throw line. And they have called a technical foul as well on Albasi. Could be the last time we see him tonight, because he's picked up. So Gegic goes to the line. So Albasi is out of the game. He's fouled out. That was his 5th foul. Wow, what a sequence. We will not forget this game. So Gegic gets the first to go. Probably should let him take the technical free throw. Makes both. So back to a 4-point lead. What's a game like this without a little bit of controversy? Albasi out of the game. So France down to 11 players. And the hold on Kamenyas. Tarpe gets it to Yabusele, who feeds Poirier down low. And his Real Madrid teammate has it blocked out of bounds with 1.5 seconds remaining. They get it to Poirier. Oh boy, Tarpe for 3. Poirier, I don't know why he didn't just take the shot. That's probably what Colet's saying. Why didn't Vincent take the shot? And look at that. Tarpe is now forced a turnover on Musa. A second violation. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if Tarpe didn't do it. It's just Musa was slow getting it across midcourt. A dangerous pass from Tarpe, but Patel was able to get it. Quick pass to Yabusele on the baseline. Gets blocked. What a play by Kamenyas. Oh, just a terrific, terrific defense from Kamenyas, because Yabusele is a load. And just before that, I was just going to remark how it seems like he's able to get his shots off a lot easier than Poirier. But right now, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina's defense is rising to the occasion. Loose in the right corner, he comes up. Well, Kamenyas has it. Halilovic turns. Shot clock down to 5. Tarpe causing all sorts of problems with his defense. Musa puts it up, and the rebounder Tarpe up ahead, and his pass intercepted. Good play by Kamenyas, hustling back down the floor. Gobert is going to come back in for France. Gegic for 3. Long rebound. Tarpe almost had it. Almost isn't good enough, though. Here's Musa. Oh, what a shake and bake. Oh, look at Kamenyas handing it off, and Halilovic. Well, if Kamenyas is going to play like this after he falls from hanging on the rim, he should fall from the rim more, because he's been outstanding since he came back in. And now the turnover. And Gegic. Incredible scenes. Bosnia and Herzegovina has stormed back. Hurtel, and it looks like he's injured his ankle. Well, he's okay now, but it's an 8-point lead. So now the pressure's on France to come back. What an incredible game, the swings. Ilya Kobo doesn't drop, and now Bosnia and Herzegovina can hold it for the last shot. Behind the back, Musa able to get it to Adin Vrabac, who hands it off. A little runner, it doesn't go for Halilovic. So another quarter in the books, and this time it's Bosnia and Herzegovina that now lead 59-51 over France. 10 minutes remaining. Wow, this game is hard to figure out tonight, folks. Look at that. 6 more makes now inside the arc for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They've missed a lot of free throws, too. Here's a look back at the action in that third quarter. You know, France were looking imperious, like they knew exactly what they wanted to do. They were playing confident, but then they started missing some shots, turning the ball over, just not able to catch the ball, dribble it cleanly. And all it took was 1 or 2 plays for Bosnia and Herzegovina, and all of a sudden the confidence was back, the swag was back. And that was probably the biggest shot of the quarter, Robertson hitting this, because it was after that all of a sudden Bosnia and Herzegovina came to life again. So Lazic also followed with that 3-pointer. Well, scanning the barcode for Courtside 1891, the ultimate app to have your video stream, schedules, and scores for these great national team competitions. I think if you had asked Bosnia and Herzegovina before the game, would they settle for an 8-point lead at the end of the third quarter, they would say, yes, we will. So now it's up to them to take advantage. And this is a great chance for Collet to evaluate his players like a Kobo, like Hurtel, like all of these guys. Tarpe here tonight. Remember, France will be one of the favorites to win the Eurobasket, which is going to be played right after these qualifiers. And they pass it around, and what a shot from Vincent Poirier. Nurkic backing up Gobert. Turns, and some help from Poirier, but it falls. And really now the hero, Kamenyas, makes another shot. These two teams will also meet at the Eurobasket, in fact. Both of them will be in Cologne. Oh, what a sweet drive that was from Okobo. And of course, they'll meet again in the qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. So Bosnia and Herzegovina fans getting a chance to see their team go up against a star-studded French team. Aiden Adic puts it to Nurkic. Nurkic misses. Oh, look at that. Adin Vrabac coming off the bench and playing big minutes here at the end of the game, well rested. So, I'm going to talk about it here. By the way, speaking of the Eurobasket in Cologne, so these at the Cologne Arena, these two teams will meet again. That will be on September 6th. France will open up with Germany. That's going to be a humdinger, isn't it? And then Lithuania. So they have got a very, very difficult start to the Eurobasket. Then again, there shouldn't be any easy starts to the Eurobasket. Top 24 teams on the old continent. Here comes Nurkic. Passes it back outside to Kamenyas. Nurkic tries his luck, and oh boy, what a play. It was knocked off the rim, but it was on the way down. And that is 2 points for Nurkic. Watch again. It was Poirier who tried to knock it off the rim, but it was already over the cylinder and on the way down. Here we go. Poirier. He's been much more lively here, hasn't he? But he gets denied there. 8 points the advantage. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Good help defense from Nurkic. And a great job from Kamenyas. Terry Tarpe and Vrabac. Kamenyas just 22 years of age. Roberson pass back out to the perimeter. Now he comes, he gets it in the corner. Nurkic thought about launching it. He's going to take off. Oh my goodness me, are you kidding me? What a move from Nurkic. They're going to be talking about that one for a long time. That might just be the dunk of the qualifiers. Wow. Look at this. Well, here's the foul. I hope we get to see Nurkic's dunk again. That was, look at this. Is he going to shoot it? Nope. And then he sees it open up and he says, I'm going right at you, big fella. And he goes and he puts Poirier on the poster. Oh my word. Ten points the advantage. Wow, that is going to cause some conversation. Now they're going to see if this is an unsportsmanlike. Was he playing the ball? And they might just call that an unsportsmanlike on Adic. So have a look. I mean, the thing about the dunk from Nurkic was he took off in about the middle of the lane, full right arm extension. And just, oh, that's what they're looking at. Could it be? So that happened before the reach by Adic. I'm not sure. Well, they could see. They certainly like to digest all this information. Look at him. Here we go again. So that's what they're looking at. I think they're looking at Nurkic. I thought they were looking at Adic for holding, but this is, wow, that's just them getting tangled up. I mean, I don't think that's anything. I think that would be harsh to call that an unsportsmanlike. No. The thing is, Nurkic, Matsoni and Wojciech Liszka have taken their time. They've analyzed the video and they've come up with it. But they have said an unsportsmanlike foul has been committed by Adic. Would you like to be a part of that conversation? How come we didn't mic up? We should have mic'd up Matsoni tonight. Tarpe comes out. What a great game he's had, 22. I mean, just he's going to have a great Eurobasket. What a great example as well to everybody in France. If you look at Terry Tarpey, doesn't matter if he's not across the pond like these other guys. If you're good enough, they're going to identify you and invite you into the team, but then it's up to you to prove that you belong, and boy, does he belong. Here comes Elie Okobo. Gets it out. Fournier. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Now Evan Fournier said, okay, I'm going to take over. I think the worst possible thing that could have happened for Bosnia and Herzegovina is the stoppage in the analysis of the unsportsmanlike, because it's kind of like they've kind of lost their momentum.
Money time. I said to John, one time inside, one time pick and roll. Don't play the same way. They got used to play again the same way, right? We set up again, touchdown. They might play pressure, right? UK ovdje, kako se zove, Brabe, Johnny ovaj 4, idemo ovo ovdje. When we go over there, whoever bring the ball, we play number 5 offense. Number 5. That's the double exit. We put the ball inside. John, if he's organizer, you'll be here. So you go and put the ball inside. If you are, Ata will be here. Is all right? Kameni, behind the defense, move your butt.
So the question is, can Bosnia and Herzegovina recapture their magic or get back in the flow that they had? They need to make a play to get the crowd into it. France suddenly rediscovering their touch. Nurkic drives in. Oh boy. Well, that might just be it. He is not afraid to go right at one of the premier shot blockers, Rudy Gobert. Dean Vrabats wearing Fournier like a blanket, but called for the foul. No doubt that was a foul as well. Good job by Fournier, strong on the ball. Kobo bounce pass. Gobert doesn't make it. Oh, great hustle by Poirier to get it back. Good footwork there from Poirier. After the whistle. Oh boy, they don't get the rebound again. Fournier has it. It doesn't drop, and Kamenias hustles, gets it inbounds to Nurkic. Kamenias has just played utterly inspirational basketball tonight. Driving in, Roberson. Good catch, Vrabats. Roberson for three. Elie Okobo sizing up his options. Remember, Albisi has fouled out. Okobo misses, but again, a push this time on Gobert. Poirier goes out. So Collet working his bench, trying to find the right unit on the floor here in crunch time. Falling back behind by 7 points. So Yabusele has come back into the game. Nurkic, little jump hook. Goodness me, that's twice he scored over Rudy Gobert. Well, we've had some sensational matchups, some showdowns in these qualifiers, and this is turning out to be one. Fournier hits another three. 16 points. Don't ever doubt Evan Fournier. He will find his rhythm in a game and shoot his team back into it. Nurkic obviously feeling it, but maybe feeling it a little too much. Not the shot they needed. Fournier, though, on the other hand, count it! And Nurkic really have to wonder what he's doing, taking the quick three. And Fournier just says, let's calm down, we got this. I mean, he is just ice. Look at him. In these big games, forget about it. Best shooter on the court.
Bez obzira što ovaj ovdje, ako ga treba sasjeć, ali nemoj da ovaj bude, nemoj da ovaj bude sam. Ljudi, moj najbolji igrač, znamo ga, gledamo ga na videu, pa polomite to. Yes, Joe, let's go now, we will play two games. Juka, guraj dupe unutra, samo unutra, ajmo, dva, ajde.
Well, the fans that showed up tonight have gotten to watch a special game. It has been end to end. The swings in this game, the emotions. And really, I still think if you'd asked Bosnia and Herzegovina, hey, would you settle for a three-point lead with 4:44 remaining, they'd say yes. But the problem is right now that Evan Fournier is red hot. And they better find him the next time down, or else it's going to be bad news. Shanan Musa catches it on the baseline. Musa at the stripe, puts it up. Oh, tough shot. Not a thing of beauty, but it was effective. Looks like he kind of shoots that from his waist. He brings it up. Kind of releases it pretty low. Ertel almost falls down, stays on his feet, puts it up. Oh, nice little shot right in the lane. Pascal Donadieu enjoying his time over there. Well, Nurkic made that shot, but it's not going to count. Fascinating watching Yabusele. He's just got, he's kind of like France's Charles Barkley. I mean, he is a serious player. Not sure people appreciate how excellent he is. Shot clock winding down. Aiden Adic gets it now, swings it over to Gegic for three. That's huge. Big time. Well, Gegic was one of the worst players on the court in the first half, but he's been one of the best in the second. What a turnaround for him. Oh, what a pass. It goes over the head, though, of Rudy. The lead is 6. Tarpe coming back into the game. The Clark Kent of French basketball. Is he going to come in and rescue them? His assignment is Musa. This is the matchup that's been working for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Nurkic again getting down low. And this time it's Gobert that wins the battle. And the foul called on Nurkic. Well, you're not going to win every battle against Rudy Gobert. That's just not going to happen. Under 3 minutes remaining. 4 fouls on Nurkic now. 6-point lead for the home team. Fournier looking for just a little bit of daylight to put up a shot. He gets blocked by Nurkic. Goes out of bounds. He's trying to pass the basketball, not shoot it. Trying to get it to Rudy. So another timeout. 2:43 remaining. Remember, France came into this 6-1. Lithuania have already won tonight, so they've improved to 7-1. And Bosnia and Herzegovina came in down at the bottom to 3-4, but they could certainly keep their hopes alive with a win tonight. Well, the France team can not afford to lose Fournier, that's for sure. He's got 4 fouls. Plenty of time. Bosnia and Herzegovina, it is impressive how they have responded to the adversity tonight. Ortel inbounds to Gobert, and he gets denied by Nurkic. Wow! Gobert wanted the foul. Nurkic with 4 fouls. Shot clock down to 4. Musa. Gegic for 3. Just grazed the rim. And Halilovic not able to get it, so I think they waited just a little bit too long to get into their offense there. That's the thing about 24-second shot clock. Got to keep playing. Gegic going for the steal. Ortel, oh boy, makes him pay, doesn't he? Thomas Ortel. Oh, they only gave him a 2. Must have had a foot on the line. And I think the French coaches are saying that was a 3. I agree. Looked like a 3 to me. Nurkic turns and scores. 3 of the last 4 times he's done that, he has scored. Impressive. The Portland big man, indeed, they did give him a 3-pointer. Ortel. They changed it. Here he is again. It's long, but Gobert has it over to Tarpe. And left his feet, able to get it to Fournier. Steps back, takes a big shot, he's fouled. Fouled by Aiden Adic. Fournier is such a good shooter. He draws the defense. And in fairness, if he doesn't bump him, I bet he probably makes it anyway. So in that sense, it's not a horrible foul. And now they want to see, is he behind the line on this 3-pointer, or was his foot on the line? Look at his feet. Ooh, looks like his right foot was on the line. I have to focus. Looks like it might just be on the line, but maybe you have to get it a little bit closer. You know how you do with your hands on your smartphone and you make the screen bigger? That's what I want to do right now. It's frustrating that I can't do it. Yeah, they're saying, oh, is that 2? I think he's saying it's 2. Well, where else would you rather be tonight if you're an international basketball fan, than here in Sarajevo. It has been terrific stuff. Fournier, just a huge star, an All-Star 5 member at the last FIBA Basketball World Cup, NBA star. Played in the Olympic gold medal game last year. Shot down USA at the last FIBA Basketball World Cup in the quarterfinals. Here he is on the line, and he makes the first. He's been in this situation so many times in his career, for his clubs, for his country. And he wants to be there, and he gets it to go. Oh, they just gave the points to Bosnia on the graphic. Should be 76. Let's see. 76, 73. Is that right? Yeah. Well, that is, we saw Giannis going at it with Jokic, and tonight we're seeing Nurkic going at it with Rudy, and called the turnover on John Roberson there. So good defense by France, and now Bosnia and Herzegovina trying to hold on for dear life here against Le Bleu. Trying to spoil the party in Sarajevo. And they have called a hold on Roberson. Oh, I didn't see it there. Oh no, it was on Adic. They called a hold on Adic, not on Roberson. And again, Fournier, such a good shooter. They're so concerned about him getting open. They're willing to hold him, but he was caught, and now he goes to the line. And you fear for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, he doesn't make it, but Yabusele somehow gets the rebound. Oh boy, Halilovic wasn't able to box out number 7. Fournier, again, this time he loses it. Musa on the break. Goes up and maybe ill-advisedly took the shot as France hustled down and played excellent transition defense. Tarpe into the corner. Ertel, final 30 seconds playing before us here. France down 2. Ertel from the wing. And Gobert pushes off on Nurkic. Wow. Ertel had a very good look. Now Musa's complaining that he was fouled at the other end, but it looked to me like it was good D from France. But that time definitely Gobert had a nudge. Look at this. Nope. No, he just missed it. Great hustle by France. Back on defense. But with 24 seconds left, Bosnia and Herzegovina now have to make sure they get the ball into the hands of their free throw shooter, and they've got to get it across midcourt. France will go for the steal in the backcourt and try to force the violation, the 8-second violation, but otherwise I bet you they foul. Roberson. And he is able to get it. Oh, and now they're taking more time off the clock. And the question is, Lazic, is that who you want on the line? Well, I'll tell you. He had made, coming into this game, just 2 of 2 in the European qualifiers. And tonight he is 1 of 2, so he's made 3 of his 4 free throws in the European qualifiers. And at this time of the game, it's awfully hard to make free throws.
Slušaj, Lazo, ti slušaj vamo. Lazo 4, John, Amar inbound, kako se zove, John, Muki, Steger for John, down screen for the Muki. Ti si ovdje, ovako, fake, idemo down screen i raširimo je.
So Bosnia and Herzegovina in a pivotal game as they chase a World Cup berth here in the first international window of the second round of the qualifiers. Sorry, they were not in the bonus yet, so it's not Lazic that's going to be shooting free throws, and France are going to go for the steal again, and they're going to have to commit another foul to put them on the line if they can't get the steal. Nurkic, oh, a dangerous pass. Yabusele, Fournier, you don't want to foul him. He goes up for the dunk. Incredible. What a terrible pass, and Fournier was there. Musa gets it to Nurkic. Roberson puts it up. Is he going to count? And we've got overtime. What a play, and what a opportunity missed by Bosnia and Herzegovina. When you want to inbound the basketball, you don't want to throw it right there in that situation. Trust me, 76-76, Bosnia and Herzegovina and France. We go to overtime. Wow, look at that. 25 of 45 inside the arc for Bosnia, 16 for France, but they've hit more threes. And that one play, Nurkic, the bad pass. And Fournier showed you what he was made of with that steal and dunk. Goodness gracious. What a play by Evan Fournier. Here it is again. Gegic inbounds it to Nurkic, who then, not in a good way. In fact, it was really Yabusele who came up with a big play and knocked it over to Fournier, who then went down for the dunk. So instead of passing the basketball there, I think Nurkic needed to hold on to it, or at least throw it under his own basket. Just brings back memories of China trying to inbound the basketball at the World Cup in a similar situation. And Panitka, Mateusz Panitka, getting the steal and going down the other way. And look at that. That is a coaching staff that knows they have just let France off the hook, and now they're going to have to do it all over again. France, though, have got the momentum after the big play at the end by Yabusele and Fournier. And Musa drives in. They battle for the rebound. Tarpe rebounds and runs. He gets it to Gobert, who passes it back outside, almost into the hands of Musa. An offensive foul. Oh, no, they've called a flop. A technical foul on Musa. So the technical foul puts you-know-who on the free throw line, Fournier, and he makes, oh, he misses the free throw. What a break for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Musa with 3 fouls now. You can't get another technical or unsportsmanlike. He'd be lost. Now Fournier again. Looks for space. Gets it over to Tarpe. Oh boy. One pass too many. Tarpe and Roberson on the break. Good! Oh, Roberson. What a shot. Pulling up on the break. The three-pointer. And good hands by Lazic. France constantly having to play from behind. Roberson 4 of 7 from three-point range. He's got 14 points. Good hands from Lazic. Roberson has it again. He pulls up on the break. Not this time. But there for the follow. Oh, he missed it. A putback, an easy one. Halilovic. So good fortune favors the French on that one. Ertel. Oh, great anticipation by Halilovic, but not able to come up with a basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Tarpe goes out. Ilyakobo comes in. Ilyakobo has scored 3 points, 1 of 6 from the floor. -1 efficiency on the day, but they also don't have Albisi right now. Fournier from deep, and that's an air ball. Good defense. Was it Gegic that got a hand in the face? No, it wasn't, because he's not in. It was, I think it was Lazic. Three fouls on Rudy Gobert. And Nurkic takes his time and gets the first one. He's got a big game. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He's got a team high +21 efficiency. In fact, a game high +21 efficiency. And he makes another one. And Bosnia and Herzegovina go back up by 5 points. Remember, they had a chance at the end of regulation, but Yabusele forced the turnover, and Fournier went in for a dunk to tie it. Yabusele for 3. Oh man, he is good. Other than Fournier, he might just be the best player in this France team. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks for Yabusele. Roberson turns in the paint, misses. And thanks to Yabusele, France trailing by just 2 points, and now they've got a chance to tie it or take the lead. You don't want to leave him open. You do, and fortunately for you, he misses. Pass to Musa, puts it off the glass. Missed the layup he needed to make. Halilovic injures, looks like he's injured his foot or something. Trying to shake it off. I think he might be okay, or maybe it's his right quad. Ilyakobo guarded by Roberson. Ilyakobo goes off 1 foot. And again, wow. Not sure what France are trying to do now. Got to get Fournier the basketball, surely. Oh, good play. Yabusele came in and doubled. So again, France with a chance to tie it or take the lead. Surely you got to find Fournier. Here's Gobert, puts it up, and unsuccessfully, Roberson hands it off to Musa. Puts it up this time and scores with the left hand. Well, showing you how relieved he is after he missed a couple. I don't know how, unless he's being completely guarded out of the game, how Evan Fournier doesn't get any touches the last few times down the floor. He's got 24 points. .119 remaining. Again, Bosnia and Herzegovina up by 4 points in overtime. And you have to say this win probably, this game means more to them than France, although they're all important. So France obviously want to win, but Bosnia and Herzegovina just can't afford to lose anymore if they really want to get to the World Cup. They need a win in this window. They got hammered the other night in Montenegro. This would be a great response. Hard to believe this team lost 88-69 in Podgorica, but they did. And now France down 4. They get it to Gobert. Pump fake, and Nurkic is lost for the game. He's gone. You'll hear the applause because he's been good. You can see Gobert just kind of point to the bench as if to say, get over there. Immediately after the foul. Now he's going to the line to make, hopefully for France, 2 free throws. Oh boy, clutch shooting from Rudy Gobert. 2 free throws, pulling France back to within 2 points. Okobo and Roberson. Dangerous dribbling the basketball out there with him guarding you. Here's Roberson. Takes it deep. Gets it back to Musa. Puts up a runner, but he's short. Tried to finger roll, but it was a little too far away from the basket. And now France's Fournier has it. The man that needs to have it more. He's got it. He gets in, he puts it up. Oh, he misses, but there's Gobert for the putback. No Nurkic to box out. And the game is tied. Oh, the swings in this game. How dare we say the prospect of double overtime is there.
Lazo, inbound ovdje, Lazo, stroke. Ovdje je 1, ovdje je 4, Muki i Miki. Idemo na drugoj tamo strani. Igrat ćemo samo za vrijeme. Igramo fist. Igramo zadnjih 10 sekundi. Last 10 seconds. Who's gonna play both? You gonna play. You gonna play. Fist sa njim, Miki. Kameni. Ali da idemo Gobera, napadamo Gobera. I onda ako imamo i onda short throw. I to je to. Try up to the last second.
Well, France, if they play defense and stop Bosnia and Herzegovina, get the rebound, they'll have the last shot. But in other words, Bosnia and Herzegovina can't try to take it down for the last shot. So let's see what happens. Lazic. France have not gone away, to their credit. Bosnia and Herzegovina have had opportunities. Roberson, guarded by Okobo. Salilovic, Lazic. Also on the ground, on the court, Kamenias and Musa. Shot clock winding down. Oh, they're going to try a three. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bosnia and Herzegovina basketball. Wow, what a break. So the game, we are looking very possibly, oh no, they say it's going to be French basketball. Looked like Tarpe hit it. He was diving for it, going out of bounds. Oh, because the shot clock expired. It didn't hit the rim, that's why. Okay, here goes Fournier. Is it going to be a moment of magic for him? He gets all the way in. An offensive foul called on France. Incredible. And it's on Rudy Gobert for pulling Kamenias away to open the path. And now they're going to look at it to see potentially if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. What a turn of events. It could be an unsportsmanlike on Rudy. And it did look like he kind of pulled him down by the shoulder to open up the path to the basket. Watch. He's just holding him. Oh boy, I fear for France here. This looks like it might be an unsportsmanlike. Yeah, I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike. I mean, it's not a basketball play. He's holding him. But anyway, we'll hear what the refs say. And then there's the issue of how much time there will be. But if it's an unsportsmanlike, it'll be 2 shots and possession. Okay, so they weren't reviewing the unsportsmanlike. They're just calling it a normal foul. Ooh, okay, maybe they're also looking more at how much time there was. So Bosnia and Herzegovina are going to have 2.5 seconds to get the basketball up the floor. Here goes Musa, he puts it up from a long way out. But again, we have double overtime. Yeah, I could have sworn it was going to be an unsportsmanlike because it looked like he was not playing the ball. But anyway, it's 83-83. Bosnia and Herzegovina and France knotted at the end of the first overtime. We've got a second overtime on the way. Well, digest the numbers. And if you had plans, you might want to call ahead and say you're going to be a little bit late because we got a little bit more exciting international basketball coming your way. was the play right there. Gobert must have been worried when he heard that whistle. So no more Nurkic, and here was some of the play. That was the Gobert going in for the putback jam. And just looking at the foul situation, so Rudy Gobert is out of the game, having picked up his 5th foul on that play. So both centers are out, but don't forget Yabusele is still out there. And he is a beast. And I say that as a compliment. Ilya Kobo out of Fournier. Can he lift France to a famous win? And Yabusele fouled from behind by Halilovic. So Yabusele, 13 points, 7 rebounds. This will be his first 2 free throw attempts tonight. And he gets the first to go. And he makes both free throws. So France now have the lead in overtime, in double overtime. They had been trailing, and the pressure firmly on Bosnia and Herzegovina. And again, this arena is quiet. Halilovic, a little jump hook, and he ties it up. That'll get him noisy again. Ilya Kobo drives in, and this time he gets it to drop. Musa, over the shoulder pass, able to get it back after France almost came up with a steal, and a Kobo then called for a foul. So good job by Halilovic to keep it at this end. Musa looking pretty tired there, pretty winded. He's played 36.5 minutes. He's missed his only free throw attempt tonight. That was a technical free throw. Takes his time and makes this one. And gets them both to go. So Halilovic goes and takes a seat. Sulemanovic has checked into the game. He's got to guard Yabusele. That is a very tough assignment. They will know each other from the battles in Spain, where he plays for he's played for Tenerife, and Yabusele with Real Madrid. So Yabusele again going to the free throw line. So it's a free throw shooting contest here in double overtime. Yabusele, where would they be without him tonight? He has been terrific. Takes his time. Oh, only makes one of the two this time. So Bosnia and Herzegovina now with a chance to go back in front. Kamenyas sets the pick. Musa hands it off to Sulemanovic for three. And not sure that was what they needed. Kobo over to, Yabusele didn't catch it cleanly, so he gives it back. And the shot clock had not restarted. Everybody's tired. Everybody's played a lot of minutes. Robertson's played 30. Musa 37. Lazic 29. Halilovic 31 and a half. He's out of the game. Nurkic obviously is fouled out. He played 31 and a half. Fournier's played 34, almost 35 minutes. Yabusele's played 37 and a half minutes, almost. Ertel, who's out of the game, resting almost 35 minutes, and almost 37 minutes for Gobert, who's fouled out with 10 points and 14 rebounds. So I guess they're going to try to estimate how much time can be on the clock. So Sulemanovic had no choice but to get that off because it was into the shot clock. Why they don't let Roberson try to create some shots off the dribble. Okay, so why don't you just pick a good round number and let's start this thing up again. Okay, so 17, that's about right. 17 seconds. So France up by 1 with possession. And again, Sulemanovic guarding Yabusele. Yabusele back to the basket. And, great D from Sulemanovic. Quite defensive stance. So Roberson gets in, just what I was talking about. Let him go to the basket. He does, and he puts Bosnia and Herzegovina back in front. He's definitely got, he can dribble his way into some open space. And his shot's as good as anybody's right now. And traveling, the call on Fournier. Surprise double team by Kamenyas. Now the fans start to believe again. Their team has the lead and possession. I would say it's a classic, but I would certainly say it's fun and close. And the block on Terry Tarpe tries to draw the charge on Roberson. Roberson didn't know what that call was going to be when he turned around and looked at the referee. It's games like this where you have to make sure you have a good team meal before the game because you don't want to be running short on energy in double overtime. Obviously, they're going to have some supplements over there, some bananas and fruit bars. Wouldn't mind having one of those myself right now. Roberson goes to the line, spins the ball, puts it up and in, and it's a 2-point lead. So many things have happened in this game. You see Nurkic, you just remember that dunk. And you can't help but remember how he went down early on after the arm to that caught him in the head. Ertel dribbles to his right, bounce pass back to Poirier. gets it back. Sets the screen. Now he's going to roll. He's going to let Fournier go to work. He puts it up from 3 and he gets blocked by Lazic. Robertson. Fournier was appealing for a foul. Wow. Lazic, what a play. Musa. And Kamenyas took a very difficult shot. That was just not going to happen right there. Just get a simple shot. Oh, and Fournier falls down, able to get it to Yabusele. Fournier saying, call timeout, get a towel out here. Somebody's going to fall, so Hertel runs to the other side. Now, oh, Poirier, what a spin move from the big fella. Wow. Coming into the game late, making a huge play. Look at this. Spins right around Kamenyas and dunks it with the left hand. That was after Kamenyas had taken that kind of wild shot at the other end. There have been times when Bosnia and Herzegovina just have not gotten good shots off. And that's why I don't understand. Just get the ball to Robertson and let him go to work. And even though they're trailing by 1, it feels like France have regained the momentum. Can they get a stop here? Robertson for 3. And the putback is there from Kamenyas. Nobody boxed out number 11. Wow. Nobody within a country mile of him. So 9 points for Kamenyas, makes up for that wild shot on the previous possession. Now Hertel's going to inbound it. Call this free basketball, 2 overtimes. Hertel guarded by Robertson. Poirier looking formidable down low. Here's Yabusele. It's a long jumper. It's an air ball, and Poirier gets the rebound. He gets denied by Kamenyas. Kamenyas has just turned into a beast all of a sudden. Both ends of the floor. Now Musa going to work on Yabusele. Gets it, a wide open shot for Lazic. Good! That might just do it. What a shot. What a play. And Poirier's complaining because he's saying that he got fouled. He got hit at the other end. We won't know until we look at the replay. But it doesn't matter at this stage, because Lazic has just drilled a 3. Nobody anywhere close to him. And Lazic has hit some 3s tonight. He's now 2 of 4. Is this the chant that we hear in Slovenia so often, only this time if you're not jumping up and down, you're not Bosnian and Herzegovinian, or is that could be wrong? So coming out of the timeout, France down by 6, and you do not even want to entertain the thought, if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina, that this thing is over. Mazzoni hearing it from Collet. I think France feeling like a foul should have been called at the other end, but you know what? It's a physical game, and I have to see the replay. Well, they've got to go, and they're going to be looking for threes, and they get it to Fournier. He gets 1 3. He misses, and Roberson has it. And he avoids the foul. France might not try to foul him anyway. What a performance from Bosnia and Herzegovina. They blew an 18-point lead. France came back. They led by 8, I think it was, and France came back to lead by 12. Then Bosnia and Herzegovina came back. The game goes to 2 overtimes, and Bosnia and Herzegovina win it 96-90 over France. Well, 29 of 57, 10 more makes inside the arc for Bosnia and Herzegovina. France still in a stronger position. Obviously, they've won more games. But at the end of the day, it can be a hard place to get a call if you're looking for one on the road. And I mean, the reality is France will be disappointed. But that wasn't, one game does not boil down to one play. They had other opportunities. I mean, Bosnia and Herzegovina had plenty of opportunities to win it earlier as well. But the European qualifiers, nobody said they were going to be easy. And France, for the second time, hitting the road and going to the Balkans, have lost. They fell at Montenegro, and here they have fallen to Bosnia and Herzegovina. As we look back at the highlights of the second half, and it looked like Halilovic just picked him. I know Fournier wanted the foul. Well, they made plays when they had to. Good pass by Nurkic. Remember, he fouled out, and as did Gobert. Nurkic came out, played well in the second half. Unfortunate slip. Hertel, thankfully, it didn't look like he was injured there. Poirier played well when he came back into the game after sitting for such a long time. I just wonder if Collet wishes he had him in the game earlier. Here he was. That's a big shot for him. Hopefully we'll get a look at that block late in the game. That was just a terrific finish from Akobo. Don't forget how well Tarpe played again tonight. This was a huge three-pointer from Roberson. And that was a big three from Yabusele. Finished with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal. And this was the one that iced it. We'll never forget that shot, that's for sure. Nor will anybody else here in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In Sarajevo, as their national team gets up off the canvas and wins in double overtime over France. Also Lithuania winning over Montenegro, and Czech Republic falling to Hungary in this group K in the second round. So as you see, Lithuania now all alone at the top at 7-1. France at 6-2. Montenegro at 5-3. Then Bosnia and Herzegovina and Hungary both 4-4. The Czech Republic have lost both of their games in this window. Of course, the unfortunate aspect is they lost Vit Krejci, Tomas Satoransky, and Jaromir Bohacic, so they didn't have them for the games. So more European qualifier action tomorrow. France came in tonight to Sarajevo, hoping to get another big win and to take a step towards the World Cup qualification. But Bosnia and Herzegovina had other ideas. They win it in double OT.